Hi there, hope you have a fantastic day today. This lesson, I will teach you arithmetic sequence. Of course, there is a PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. First one, so we need to find the first negative term of this sequence here. So we know that the first terms is 136. And then keep going down, and eventually it becomes negative and it go further, right? So we need to find the first term that is negative. So to do this, so first of all, I need to find the rule first. To work this out, so let me just write this down. A is the first term, so that is 136. 136. And we need to find the common difference. So D is the common difference equal term 2 minus term 1, or term 3 minus term 2 if you like. So that will give me that term 1. So that will give me 119. We minus 136. That will give me, so just go 119 minus 136. So there you go. Negative 17. So negative 17. Now we have A and D. So what we need to find is the rule. So the general rule for this is T of n equal to the first term plus n minus 1 times the common difference. That is D. So that is equal to A is 136, 136, and then plus n minus 1, and we times D. And D is a negative 17, so times negative 17. So what I do now is I just expand the brackets and then I simplify it, okay? So that will give me 136. I write this down. Negative 17 times n will give me negative 17n. So minus 17n. And then negative 17 times negative 1. A negative times a negative give me a positive. So therefore 1 times 17 is 17. So plus 17. Otherwise, you can just put that on a calculator. So what I do, I just simplify this by adding these two numbers together. So just go 136 plus 17. So there you go, 153. So equal 153 minus 17n. So therefore, T of n is equal to this. So now we need to find the first term that is negative. So first of all, we just let T of n is less than 0. So this means that this is less than 0. So 153 minus 17n is less than 0. Now to solve this, so I just move this on this side because negative 17n, I move on this side becomes positive. So 153 is less than 17n. So what I do now is I just divide by 17 on this side, divided by 17 on this side. So that cancel out. So that will give me, I just go answer divided by 17. So there you go, it's 9. So n is greater than 9. So there you go. So this means that n is equal to 10 because its n is greater than 9. So must be from 10 onward will be negative. So in another word, 10 is the first term that is negative. So therefore, n is equal to 10. So then we need to find the first term that's negative. So we just need to find out the term. So when n equals 10, we just work this out. The rule for this is T of n is equal to 153 minus 17n. But now n is 10, so the 10 terms, so T10, so that will give me 153 minus 17 times 10. So just go 153 minus 17 times 10. So there you go. So term 10 will give me negative 17. So therefore, the first negative term of this sequence is negative 17. So therefore, negative 17. So that is the first term is negative. So you can check. So let's say if term 9, it should be positive. So we can check it out. T9, so that is term 9. So that will give me, so term 9, so which is equal to 153 minus 17 times 9. It should give me positive because the 10 term will start negative, okay? So let's check it out. So we just go 153 minus 17 times 9. So there you go, it's 0. So term 9 is equal to 0. So term 10 is negative 17. So the first term that is negative for this sequence is negative 17. Please pause the video and try this question yourself. Hello there, I'm back. How do you go? So let me go through it with you, okay? Before I do that, please do not forget to give me a thumb up and subscribe if you haven't done so you can help me to grow my channel. So let's get into it. So first of all, we need to know the rule for this sequence. So we know that I is negative 301. And the common difference is D is equal to term 2 minus 275 minus term 1. That is negative 301. So that will give me, so I just go negative 275 minus, so it give me plus 301. So there you go, 26. So 26 is a common difference. And we know the general rule for this is T of n, which is Tn if you like, which is equal to A, the first term, plus n minus 1 times the common difference. So we know that A is negative 301 plus n minus 1, and we times the common difference is 26. So we times by 26. So what I do now is just remove the brackets. So negative 301, and then we got 26 times n will give me 26n. So plus 26n, and negative 1 times 26 give me minus 26. So minus 26. So what I do now is just collecting the like terms. So we have this, and then we add these two together. So 301 plus 26, so it should give me 327. So the answer is equal to, I write 26n first because it is positive. So then we minus 327. So now what we need is, we need to find the first term that is positive. So in another word, Tn is greater than 0. So we want the term that bigger than 0. So we want the first term. So let me just write this down first. So Tn is greater than 0. But we know that Tn is this. So therefore, we just write 26n minus 327, which is greater than 0. So instead of write greater than 0 and I solve it, I can also make it equal to 0. Then I interpret it from there. Okay. So let me just clear this. I can also do like this. Make it equal to 0. So we just solve this first. So I move this on its side. So 26n is 327. So what I do now, I divide by both sides by 26. 327 divided by the answer. So there you go, 12.57. So n is 12.57 and so on. So we need to interpret this. So if n is equal to 12, so this means that the sequence is negative, the 12 terms. And then the 13th term will be, that term becomes first positive. Okay, so remember that. So therefore, n is 13. In another word, 13th term will give me the first positive sequence. So let me write this down. So term n is equal to 26n minus 327. 27. So we want to find the 13th term. So therefore, that give me 26 times 13 minus 327. So that should give us the positive answer. So we just go 26 times 13 and then we minus 327. So there you go, 11. So 11. So 13th term is 11. So that is the first term that is positive, okay? So if you put term 12, you should get a negative answer. Keep that in mind, okay? So let me write it down. So therefore, the first there you go. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.